Hello there YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a beautiful day and you're looking forward to Resident Evil 7. It is so close to release now and I'm so freaking excited to get my hands on it. The story so far, it's just enthralled me. I'm sure it's got all of you hooked anyway, but today we're going to be discussing some concept art photos that I've been meaning to reveal for a while, but I just haven't had time to get it in there in a video. But without further delay, let's just get right into the content anyway. Okay, so here we basically have a wall at the Capcom headquarters, and this has a lot of concept art on it as well as a few storyboards to go over the game. Now remember, this is concept art, so a lot of things could have changed, but I think it's interesting enough because if things change, they're not going to change too much from the source. You know, there's always going to be a hint of truth in there, so let's go over it anyway. First off, we have what looks like the ghost girl, but more in a mangled form. In the demo, she was just kind of hanging there in the air, levitating, but here it looks like she's moving in a very Silent Hill-esque fashion, and on top of that, her hair is completely covering her face, which is unlike the demo. Now this could have been an early concept for her, or it might be something we encounter in the game. Now whether this is the ghost girl or it's just a separate entity completely, I'm not sure. Now in this image, it looks like in the top part, you're kind of cutting a parasite out of your arm, which is kind of interesting, isn't it? Because we know that Ethan gets some stitches there. And in the second image, you're attacking some type of large bug. I mean, it's larger than your hand, for Christ's sakes. This bug and parasite seem to share a relationship, and I'm unsure if this is either some kind of indication that the slit wrist is actually a parasite inside your wrist, or this could just be some really early concept art of what they wanted the infection to be, and maybe that changed to the mold, or maybe this is just a separate infection that we're going to face in the game. Next up, we have what looks to be an encounter with the kitchen killer because of the sharp knives and some combat with her. Is this possibly combat from another survivor in a VHS tape in the game, or is this the actual fight you're going to have with her that we kinda got from the data mined leak? Just keep in mind this could be a completely original character or once again somebody that got removed, but I do think this is the kitchen killer. It looks like she's holding a sharp knife in a few of these scenes. After snapping her neck and some other encounters anyway, it seems like you're going to transform or something. I'm unsure, but it looks like the arms are growing some tendrils around them or something like that at least. The next image has a character that is kind of sticking on the roof, and this looks like it's going to be a really creepy experience, to be honest. I can't wait to see this one. Characters that move along the ceilings or in erratic patterns are just the most unsettling for me. They remind me of the Silent Hill series or the little exorcist girl when she's walking down the stairs on her back legs. Like, these kind of things are just absolutely creepy, and if this is actually in the full game, I can't wait to see it. This next image is peculiar because it looks like a character is being strangled, but it looks like their tongue is coming out in like a centipede-ish kind of way. It's really horrifying, to be honest. And this is our first real image as well of a character that has actually got some kind of mutation going on. I thought a lot of people would actually appreciate this one because it kind of implies that we're going to be seeing these mutations in the game, however big or small they are. I can't tell if this is some kind of weird molded coming at you or if this is some kind of supernatural experience, but this one kind of scares the hell out of me. Look at those claws. And then we've got some kind of underwater scene, it seems like, with some huge plant-like tendrils. Could this be some kind of underwater battle with a BOW? That would line up with a few things we already know of. And I mean, this concept art could have been things that were further implemented in the game after the data mined content, or maybe they were removed, or maybe this concept art never even made it into the final game. It looks like we've got some concept images of Marguerite, Jack, and Lucas, and the thing about this one is that Lucas actually has a gun on his back. Now, I don't know if a lot of you actually know this, but there's some other concept imagery of Jack Baker with his dog, and that's a hunting dog, and we know that the Bakers are hunters, so this lines up perfectly in the lore, and it could be an implication that when we fight Lucas, there could be gunplay involved. Alright guys, I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm just going to be showing the noticeable imagery from here out. Here we have what looks like a spider lair, and once we enter, it looks like we're going to have to burn down a giant spider with the flamethrower. I would assume this is at some point in the greenhouse phase or some part later in the game where Marguerite is involved because of her influence with the bugs. But this scene with a giant spider in VR is gonna be fucking awesome. I can't wait to burn that little shitter off the earth. We have what looks like somebody staked to a cross burning. I mean, this looks like it could also possibly be Jack or somebody else maybe. This one just kind of has a religious influence on it, and it would make sense, to be honest. A lot of Southerners are God-fearing people. This could be some kind of twisted expression of that religious element inside them. They might actually be seeing themselves as saviors or something like that. Jesus, that was a tongue twister, by the way. Try saying that. They might see themselves as saviors. Next up, we have an image of the ghost girl in a creepy corridor. Again, not really looking forward to these scenes at all. They're going to be tremendously scary. I'm going to need a bucket and a bottle to pee and poop into as the scenes that involve her pop up, because I am going to be losing myself. Alright guys, that's all the noticeable concept art covered, so I just want to say thank you very much for watching and supporting the channel throughout the days. We've got some photos recently data mined from the demo that weren't supposed to be shown, and they cover actually something very, very interesting. I don't want to say it here in case anyone was watching and didn't want that heavy of a spoiler, because it is really big, but I'll be releasing a video on that soon to cover that entire point and theory behind it. I also just want to say thank you to everybody in the Discord community for talking every day and providing information, insight, and giving their own theories, speculation, and other things. It's been awesome to have you guys in the community. And if you guys want to be a part of the community too, you can come and join the Discord freely. I put a link in there in the description of every single video. If you did enjoy watching the video, please leave a like and a subscribe. And as always, have a beautiful day, take it easy, and peace.